McNair gives it to George, running right up the middle. Touchdown! Titans! There are no flags on the field! It's a miracle!
Safety, now you're one-on-one with it.
Shows why he's the man! In trouble. Sack!
One. Ladies and gentlemen, Titan Nation, welcome back to Military Appreciation. Today, I have a gentleman. His name is Brian McCann. He's a U.S. Marine. How you doing, Brian?
Good, you?
I'm good. I think I messed up your name. It's McClain, right?
McClain.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like McCann. I'm like, I read it there on the piece of paper. I'm like, I think I messed up. So I apologize for that. But
You're
welcome
good,
to
man.
the show, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. You?
I'm good. It's cold over here, but you know we'll make it through. Let's talk about your history. I mean, how long were you a Marine? Are you active now or no? You're retired now.
No, I'm out now. I did 8 years. Would have loved to stay in, but they were downsizing, so it was time for me to go start a new chapter.
8 years.
Yep.
Wow, that's again. Thank you for your service. Now, looking back, you know, being a Marine and stuff, is there a family member that was a Marine as well? Was there grandparents? Usually we get those stories a lot. Anyone in your family?
No, so funny story. My dad actually did 30 years in the Army.
Okay.
So I always grew up. I loved the Marines uniform.
Mhm.
Not a big fan of the Armies, but no, I love the uniform. And once I did like a little research into it, I was like, I like this. But funny story. So I was in high school. I was at lunch in the cafeteria. There was a Marine recruiter there.
Okay.
Obviously saw the uniform. I went up and talked to him, and I looked at my friend. I said, I think I'm gonna fill out a card.
Mhm.
So filled out a card. Honestly, probably the best decision I ever made because honestly, had I stayed around here, probably would have gotten in trouble or something. So was able to go and loved it.
How many tours did you take?
2.
2 tours.
Yeah. One Iraq, one Afghanistan.
Wow. And how long were you in there for?
6 months each.
Jeez.
Yep. First time I was single, so it wasn't,
As
it wasn't
hard.
as hard.
Mhm.
Second time I had, I was probably just got married. So,
Wow. And how's that situation, especially coming from, you know, newlywed, now you're going, um, I mean, I hear stories all the time just being really, really hard. I mean, how did it work for you guys?
it was stressful just because we had just gotten married. Um, but she had a lot of support here, man. Her family, my family, it helped her out a lot. And she's probably one of the strongest women I know, honestly. She's been through a lot, even since we got out.
Mhm.
I mean, she did nursing school while pregnant,
Oh, wow.
and literally 3 days after having a baby, she was back in nursing school. So
Oh, wow.
she's one of the strongest people I know. So she handled it very well.
Nice, man. I mean, you need a strong woman by your side, right?
Oh man, trust me, I love it.
Now, how was being in the Marines? Again, like you said, you wanted to join because you liked the uniform, you liked the structure. You didn't think about going into any other. No, you're just
No. Once I started talking to recruiter, and I was pretty much set on it.
gotcha. How's the training camp? I heard, like I said, the Marines is top notch compared to what like Navy SEALs. Navy SEAls, they're
It was brutal, but at the same time, like as long as you put your head down and just push through,
mhm,
like you would be fine. Just I mean, it wasn't. I don't want to say it wasn't hard,
mhm, of course.
but I mean, I made it. So no, it was. I mean, it was really really cool experience. Like just being able to do what so many others had done over time.
Hmm.
and knowing I was strong enough to do it too
Definitely.
made it be.
Now you're a full-time dad, right? There you go.
Yeah, I know.
um, what's your MLS?
So
What did you do?
so I was a diesel mechanic, but when I deployed the first time, I actually went over as a machine gunner.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was. I mean, it was cool. Like I got to interact with so many different, different Iraqis while I was over there. It was like got to interact with the kids. Oh, you say hi.
Say
Say
hi.
hi.
Just cute,
So
man.
yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't change anything about it, man. I loved it. I really did.
What was one thing that you kind of miss?
The
Um,
brotherhood,
the brotherhood.
100%. I to this day I still talk to a lot of the people I was in with.
Okay.
And I've been out. I got out in 2013,
Okay.
but like I said, to this day I talk to majority of them. Oh, it's number two.
This guy is coming out left and right, man. That's awesome though.
They're
That's
everywhere,
awesome.
man. I
I
love
love
it.
it.
You say hi? He's the shy one. So.
that yeah, that looked good. That Christmas that
Oh yeah,
cake,
I
bro.
found
That
the
looked
little
good.
Debbie. I don't know if you know they make ice cream ones now too.
Do they? No, I
Yeah,
don't know, but I might get a hand on that because those things they're pretty good.
they go quick.
That is true. They're expensive and they're only like five in the box.
Yeah.
But
So
that's cool about like the brotherhood. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have said it before, just like the brotherhood. This there there is some like other things like to the side when it comes to like at the end, like these people went through what you did. I mean, like that's awesome though, man.
oh yeah, 100%. Like I said, man, like I mean, there was other stuff I learned a lot while I was in.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, you'll hear from pretty much anybody that's gotten out. The main thing that you miss is the brotherhood that you build while you're in.
Gotcha. Now, how often do you guys do like a meetup with people that were in the
So actually, so the one group I talked to, it's about 8 of us.
Okay.
We talk pretty much every day: football, college football. Um, so we went down to Disney for our kids' fall break.
Okay.
It just so happens one of them was getting married,
Oh
and that
wow.
was the first time I've seen them since about 2013.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm actually supposed to see him 2 more times next year. Two other ones are getting married, so
Cool, man.
it's definitely cool to be able to see him again after so long.
Definitely, man. And I just want to say, man, thank you for your service, man. Like I said, this is, this show is about you guys. This little mini series is about everyone who put their bodies, their minds, and their hearts into this. Because I never been in the military, but I swear to tell respect anyone who's in the uniform. So I appreciate you, Brian. Appreciate your friendship, and man, God bless, man.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate you having me.
No problem, bro. Tighten up.
Tighten up.